Hey, what up, everybody? This is J-Town Gunter, owner of Grapes and Sand Publishing. As you can see, there's wine in my glass. Welcome to another episode of Wine Wednesday, in which Hey, what up, everybody? This is J-Town Gunter, owner of Grapes and Sand Publishing. And as you can see, there's wine in my glass, so I'll be doing another, Wine Wednesday with you guys. I'm doing another wine review here. And I'm hoping everybody's had a great week thus far. We're at the hump day, and it's been interesting for me because I've been busy. I'm trying to get things finished up on a couple projects, and a lot of roadblocks are sometimes put in front of you, but you got to figure out ways to maneuver around them. And so that's what I'm doing right now. But again, you're not here for all this. You're here for the wine. So let's get into the wine. We're not going to waste too much time today. We are in Italy. We're in northern Italy. We're in Piedmont, where you guys know that I love my Nebbiolo. But we're not talking about red wine this time. We're talking about white wine. And we're talking about Timorroso. This is an indigenous grape. This is one that's grown, for the most part, in Piedmont. This is the Terra del Timorroso Ricci. And this is 2012. So this has some age on it. This is 10 years old. You guys don't normally see me do a 10-year-old white wine, but this is worth it. So let's get right into it. On the nose. So immediately I get like this kind of banana going on here too. I get a little bit of banana going on here. I get like kiwi too. A little bit of pineapple and cinnamon spice going on here too. A bit of wet soil here too, but like lighter, like kind of like, yeah, like wet soil. There's a bit of like a flintiness, like a smokiness. And if I was to be honest, I know Timorroso, this one specifically comes from volcanic soil, so maybe that's what I'm getting on here. There's a little bit of like a flintiness here, like a little bit of smoke. There's definitely like a bit of pear here too, and a little bit of like an orange peel. Lastly, I'm getting a little bit of lychee. Now the thing is, something about aged wine, white wine, I need you guys to understand. If you've never heard me to say this before, when it's an aged white wine, a lot of times it gets a little bit darker. And so as you can see, this is definitely a little bit more golden, a little bit darker because of the age. And red wine is opposite. The older red wine gets, I don't care like if it's a Bordeaux or something like really like has a lot of pigment to it. The older it gets, the lighter it gets. And so they're kind of opposite on that, red wine to white wine. So I just wanted to show you like what's going on here. And actually, when I looked at it in the camera, this actually looks really amazing. Let's go ahead and taste this and see what's going on the palate. This is brilliant. It's beautiful. So I always get this thing. There's this like kind of internal joke about one of my descriptors that I said years ago, probably maybe like 15 years ago when I was describing a wine. I said stony minerality. And all my friends who are not in the wine game, but like always thought this descriptor was crazy, always give me a hard time about it. And that's what this has. This has this like stony minerality that I'm catching around the, like kind of like around the finish on my palate. Kind of like makes my mouth water even more. The acid on here is medium plus, and you don't notice that because it is lush in fruit and also earthiness up front and also to the mid palate. So you have an abrupt and a focused and a very vibrant amount of flavors going on up front, but then as it gets to the finish, it gets more tailored, suited on. So it's like somebody who's like really yoked, like goes in the gym all the time, really strong and stuff. So the muscles are like popping out, but then they put on a tailored suit, so kind of like it kind of keeps it clean. It keeps it like everything lined up. Everything's like kept together very well. That's exactly what the acid and the minerality is doing on this one. This is a brilliant one. I'm really digging this quite a bit. I'm getting a little bit of pineapple in the mid to third quarter. It's linked mid to third quarter and then to the finish because it's the last thing that I'm tasting on the back of my palate. It's underripe banana in the second or third quarter, but that goes away. A little bit of that orange peel in the finish. It's a brilliant wine. That pairs throughout the palate too. Kind of like dancing in and out of different parts of my palate or my tongue all the way to the finish. This is a brilliant wine. I highly recommend it, guys. You guys have to go grab this if you get a chance to. I know that where I work at, I'm one of the supervisors, managers, or whatever you want to call me. And Som in-house in Eno and Union Square, we have 2 more bottles available. So if you're really wanting to try this wine 2012 at a really, really good price, I recommend you going to check it out at Eno and Union Square. This is a wonderful wine. I highly recommend it. If I was to score it for a white wine, I would say this is... I gotta say, this is like a 90, 92 plus. This is that good. This is that delicious. If you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend it. Question of the day. What's your most obscure varietal that you've had on white wine? And list in the comments. I would love to go back and forth with you about it. And if you can remember the bottle, put that there too. I hope you guys had a wonderful week thus far, and I hope this gets you through the rest of the week. Till next time, guys. Cheers.